Alright. So since we're this is part 2 of collage. Just working. Remind myself. Alright, so I did my grid, my 1.5 inch grid. Did my apple, drew my apple like normal. So this is also gets us in the habit of drawing what we see and not what we think we see. So we have that thing. Also, I found some other types of papers. Now you might not have them at home, of course, but you can really use anything if you have an old cereal box or Pop-Tart box or anything. Any type of paper or cardboard thing. So this is just an old painting I found a piece of. Some construction paper. This is some tissue paper type stuff. This is some decorative papers that were in my closet. More construction paper. This was off of a drawing pad. Just some red. So if you have anything at home laying around, you can use it. I don't care. One thing I know, in your packet there's some construction paper I put in there. Some yellow, orange, and red. I really want you to save that as a last resort. If you can't find anything in your magazines or anything around the house, use that as the last thing for your collage. I really want you to use magazines or anything laying around the house. How do I get my stuff? So you should have some scissors in your packet, along with a glue stick and all your papers that you found out of the magazines, along with, if you have any scrap papers around the house, whatever you have. So I'm going to start. I'm going to talk a little bit more, explain what I'm doing, and then I'm just going to put on fast mode and just keep going until I get done. And you can pause the video as you need, of course, to look at what I'm doing. Alright, so first, this is a page from a magazine. I'm going to cut. So if you want to start with the reds or whatever, it doesn't matter. So for this, it has red. I'm going to start cutting it up. Now, this has some faces in it. If you really want to put faces in it, it'll look weird. All these people looking back at you. But and then we got some more red on this tomato. start with that. Alright, so I'm gonna start arranging or starting putting my papers on my apple. Now remember, this can be a little bit more forgiving than some other things that we've done, because you can always glue on top, so it's not as permanent of knowing. You'll see. So I'm starting just to place my papers that I just cut. So I'm also looking at where the lights and dark, try to match up the reds. Now this is a little bit darker than my apple, which is fine. It gives it the shadow part of our apple. Actually the darker part, not really a shadow. And then for the lighter part, I have some of this other lighter reds over here, and I'm just going to keep working and adding on top, using different reds that I found in the magazines or around the house. So I'm gonna keep working, and I'm gonna start adding in the green and the yellow over here, the yellow, orange, the white, the brown on the stem. I'm gonna do that on fast mode. If you need to pause it, go ahead. But here we go.